So, shall I start, Matt? Looks like everyone's here. Is going to be here. All right.
You're ready.
Okay. All righty. So let's just settle into meditation position as usual. A couple more people. Hi, Mary. Okay. So we'll just settle into our meditation position as people are arriving. So if you have your feet down on the ground, you can maybe put a little cushion underneath your feet so that your legs aren't sort of hanging down at a weird angle. You just want to have everything, the lower leg and the upper leg at right angles to each other. Or if you're sitting on a couch or a chair or on your cushion on the floor, perhaps in a cross-legged position that's comfortable with your coccyx slightly raised. And this will help to straighten the pelvis. And that will help to straighten the spine. So your shoulders and hips are aligned, shoulders over the hips. Not too far forward, not too far back. And so at this point, it's really good if you can sort of hold yourself up rather than leaning. And that's also too, if you have your legs on the ground, try not to lean into the back of the chair. And if you do have a back injury or you're in pain or not feeling very well, you can, just prop yourself up with an extra cushion behind there so you're not sort of all slumped. And right hand nestled in the left, the thumbs touching. And imagine your spine is made of a string of pearls of light, stretching from the base of your spine all the way up through your body to the crown of your head and out. And you imagine that someone is really very, very gently lengthening that string of pearls. Just imagine. So you may have thought that you were nice and stretched or lengthened this morning, but when you start to imagine the spine lengthening, you can really feel very, very subtle movements. You can go a little bit further than perhaps you had thought. So allow there to be some space in between your discs so that the vertebrae aren't sort of all squashed down on top of each other. Some length there. You'll notice as you do that, your shoulders may drop. Okay, so head slightly tipped forward, the eyes are down, looking at, if they were open, they'd be looking at a space about 2 inches in front of you on the floor. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, relax the jaw. So let's just go to the crown of the head. Relax the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, cheeks, the mouth. Relax the jaw again. Relax the temples and the ears. Imagine what it would be like if you went inside your ears, relaxed inside those eardrums. You notice the jaw relaxes a little bit more. So let's just go to the back of the head. Relax the scalp, the back of the head, the neck, the shoulders. Perhaps there's a spot in your back that's a bit tight. Maybe draw your attention there and send some positive energy towards that sore spot, injured spot. Let's go to the throat, relax the throat, chest, the belly. Relax your shoulders, hands, arms, fingers, legs, feet, your toes. And then just go back again and check that you haven't slumped. Just bring the mind to the breath. Just very gently breathing in Just notice the sensation of the cool air flowing in through the nostrils as you're breathing in, slightly warmer air as you're breathing out. And just think, got this very short amount of time here this morning, just 30 minutes. Less now, 25. This precious time for ourselves to work on our mind. So we're giving ourselves space to work on our minds, to subdue our delusions by concentration, learning to concentrate, learning to focus, practicing, focusing, concentration. And this will lead us to be able to do more advanced meditations with ease. We'll even move into our everyday life. So we move with a more calm and stable mind, so we don't harm others, so we can be of benefit to them and to ourselves as we move towards our eventual enlightenment. So just for a moment, and you notice any sounds in your environment, either outside your home, in your home, your apartment. Just allow those sounds to be there. Try not to run towards them out of attachment or push them away, shut them out of aversion. And your thoughts, there's going to be thoughts rising and falling, coming and going. So just allow them. Try not to follow any stream of thought that's happening. Maybe there's some concern about something that will be happening today. Maybe there's something sitting in the back of your mind. And if you do have any worries, perhaps just notice whereabouts in your body that worry is sitting. Is it in your heart or your belly, in your head? Try and relax. Let it go. Try not to make up any stories in the mind or have any judgments about what it is you're thinking. Just allow the thoughts to be there, just coming and going. Just bring the mind to the breath. Just the breath. So now let's just move into our 9-round breathing. So if anyone is unsure what we're doing here, just please raise your hand. Other than that, we'll just move in. So just to remind everybody, when you're breathing in blissful radiant white light, when you're breathing in, first of all, through the right nostril, when you're breathing out through the left, that's all your attachment, desire energy, unhealthy desire, grasping, neediness. And when you're breathing out through your right nostril, you're breathing out all the anger and bitterness, resentment, jealousy. And think about all those grudges that we have. Breathe those out as well. Stick black yucky smoke. And then for the third one, when you're breathing out through both nostrils, it's your inability to, all of our inability to see things the way they really are. Okay. In your own time. When you're breathing in, just remember to breathe to the full capacity of your lungs as you're breathing in the blissful radiant light. Then pause at the top of the breath. And then as you're breathing out, all this, the delusion you're working on is thick, yucky smoke. disappearing into space. So if you're finished, and while we're waiting for everyone to catch up, just bring the mind back to the breath. Let's very gently transition, breathing in and breathing out. And try and notice, does my mind feel more stable? Or when I started, am I less distracted? Perhaps a little bit less worried about all the things I have to do today. Perhaps if I go through my day step by step, everything will get done. Rather than we're always overwhelmed by how much we have to do and how much little time we have to do it in. Just the breath. So visualize above the crown of your head a sphere of blissful white light. It's slightly smaller than the crown of your own head. It's pure, transparent, and non-material. So try and focus on the presence of this light above the crown of your head. And don't worry if it doesn't appear very strongly or sharply to you. It's really just enough to know that it's there. Just get a sense of its presence. So imagine that this sphere of light represents all the universal goodness and love and wisdom and the fulfillment of your own highest potential. Now imagine it decreases in size until it is about 1 inch in diameter. And it just kind of melts and absorbs into you through the crown of your head. And it comes down to your heart. And from your heart, it begins to expand. Slowly spreading, filling your entire body. And as it does, all the solid parts of your body dissolve and become light. So all your organs, your bones, the blood vessels, the tissues, and the skin all become pure, transparent light. So imagine even the tiniest molecules and go inside those cellular structures, and inside there, light. And your skin, the hair, the blood flowing through your body, being pumped by that heart of yours. Blissful, radiant, white light. So concentrate on your body as a body of light. And if you lose the focus, you can bring your mind back to the breath. And you can think that all your problems, all your worries, negativities, and hindrances completely vanished. So just concentrate like this for about another 5 minutes. And if you lose concentration, if you notice your mind wandering off, just bring it back to the breath, then come back to the visualization. If any distracting thought should arise in your mind, also let it dissolve into white light. So now just bring your awareness back. And where you are in space. Notice the weight of your sit bones on your seat, perhaps the weight of your hands in your lap. And just think as we move forward into this morning, try and be of benefit to others, keeping an eye on what goes on in our mind, what comes out of our mouth. Make sure it's only going to be a benefit to others the way we use our speech. May the way we use our body be of benefit to others. So just really rejoice. Just been a very short 30 minutes. And thank you so much, everyone. And just dedicate all the positive energy that you've created this morning to all the people of your life. Anybody you know who might be suffering or unwell. Maybe someone died recently that you know. Perhaps someone many years ago died. Dedicate for them all this positive energy you've just generated. And for yourself, for your own eventual enlightenment. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so very much. You're doing so amazingly. Everyone, you're so good, you guys, coming along and meditating, focusing and concentration. Really, really good. Thank you so much. And lots of love. And I look forward to seeing you sometime soon. I'm not sure. It might be tonight. I got a message from Shankar. It's not tonight. Okay, that's Venerable Rabina, right? Okay, all right, good.
Thank you, Venerable Katy.